Call of Duty World War II Beta Weekend 1. In my opinion, a complete success. What's going on, everybody? Kenneth1435 here, back with another commentary, so to speak. And this one will be my opinions and thoughts, both good and bad, about Call of Duty World War II. We're going to start with the bad, so that way we can end the video on a good note. Firstly, the gameplay you'll be seeing it'll be 3 clips. This first video that I'm going to upload three videos possibly. This one will be my thoughts and opinions about the weekend 1 of the beta. And as you all know, we get weekend 2 September 1st. Which is for Xbox, and we get it again just because us PlayStation people are special. No, I'm just kidding. But it's gonna. I think this clip uses the PPSH. The next clip uses the STG, and I forget what the next one uses. But anyway, let's get right into this. First of all, let's point out some bad things, and this is just stuff that I've noticed. One is the hit detection. Now, obviously, it's a beta, okay? It is a beta. It's not the final product, and there's stuff still to be fixed before November 3rd. I've had instances where I get killed. I'm shooting at somebody. I put at least 15 to 20 bullets in them. I look at the kill cam, and they are hardly phased. Hardly phased. Like, they're... I bet it's like Nerf bullets hitting them. Like they don't even feel it. But that's the whole point of why they have a beta, is because to fix problems like this. As far as that goes, it's not an all the time occurrence, but it is something that needs to be addressed and fixed. Secondly, there's been instances where, now I haven't gotten the Paratrooper Scorestreak, but other people have, and they've said that it's garbage and they don't do anything. They get maybe 1 kill and then they just disappear. I'm not sure why that is. I've just heard that from the community on Twitter. The artillery, in my opinion, it could be better. Like, at least a few seconds faster of launching the artillery strikes. Like, that's just my opinion. But then again, you know, this is a World War II game, and I don't expect everything to be fast-paced. Oh, and speaking of fast-paced, that's something that Sledgehammer needs to work on a little bit. Not that the game itself is fast-paced, but your character is fast-paced. Like, when you upgrade in the infantry division, or not infantry, I'm sorry, the airborne division with the SMGs, it's basically like having lightweight and marathon pro, or not marathon pro, but just marathon and then lightweight, because your character moves so fast around the map with. And I know that there are perks, so-called perks, when you upgrade, you know, or level up, not upgrade, in the airborne division. It needs to be toned down just a little bit. Like it is too fast-paced, especially with SMGs. Nextly is the snipers. I think that the snipers that were in this beta could use a little bit of a buff, because the Commonwealth sniper, that's what it's called, it needs to be buffed a little bit. I didn't get a chance to use the other one, but for the most part, the Commonwealth sniper is pretty doggone good. But it does need a buff, because I hit somebody in the chest with a sniper bullet, and they didn't die. But But this is a video game, so I'm not gonna complain much about that. I mean, it's not like I got a headshot and they didn't die, but anyway, I think the connection, it's been okay. I'm not gonna complain much about that. There's been one instance where I have lagged very hardcore, to the point where it's pretty bad. Like you're lagging all over the place. And I think if some people aren't careful, it could trigger a possible seizure, because it glitched me all the way around the map. And I'm like, my lord. Look at that guy, I wrecked that guy, get owned. But yeah, that lag was terrible. But it finally lagged us out, disconnected from the server. But I think that's something they need to, the lag out time, I guess, is so to speak, is something they need to fix. The maps, I will say this, I like all three of them. I don't care what I hear from the COD community. Point du Hoc, Arden's Forest, I guess that's how you say it, and then Gibraltar. They're all three good maps. Alright, just off topic. Here's Gibraltar. Most of the gameplay you'll be seeing is TDM. I think I get like one domination gameplay, just because like I tried domination a few times, but you can't, you know how it is. You can't get your teammates to cooperate and do their job of capping the objectives. But anyway, I feel like on Gibraltar, and I'm gonna go ahead and possibly say Point du Hoc, with the fast-pacedness, I botched that word, with the fast-paced, how do you say it, fluidity of the game itself, especially with SMGs, you can be from one side of the map to the other side of the map within probably a matter of not long at all. But that's probably a stupid point, but the only thing I'm concerned with is these small maps like Gibraltar and Point du Hoc with the airborne division and all the stats and perks you get from leveling up that division. It is so fast, like it's a little bit too fast paced. That's just my opinion, but as far as, I'm trying to think of what else. The grenades are good, they kill, finally. However, I don't like it that in the class itself, you can't have two lethals along with your, two tacticals along with your lethal, like it was, or at least just one tactical to go with your lethal, whatever that may be. But that's just me. Also, that just came to my mind. Pistols, they need to be buffed. Like, I don't expect to, like in Black Ops 2, to go around with, what's that pistol called? The B23R and the, whatever the other one was. Anyway, you'll know what I'm talking about. I don't expect to go around the map and kill people all the time with a pistol, but I do expect when somebody is damaged and they run around the corner to seek cover from gunfire, I do expect that pistol to take them out within at least a few bullets, not 5 or 6. Because that's been the instance for me, and I would assume for everybody else, but I'm not going to say that. But yes, pistols need to be buffed, not to the point where they're overpowered, but to the point where you can actually get a kill off with it if somebody is damaged, like if their health is low and you don't have time to reload because they're, like, for instance, using LMGs or a sniper, or you don't have a sleight of hand on, etc. But that's the way I feel. But Then again, that's just me speaking out. I mean, I'm pretty sure they'll get it fixed to the point where, you know, things will be good. That's also another thing about the PPSH. Don't get me wrong, I love that gun. Like, I love it so much. But there's been instances where I kill people halfway across the map with it. It's like, it almost serves as an assault rifle with the low recoil it has. Then again, it could be just me. Like, it could just be like me using the grip attachment. But there's been instances where I've used it without the grip attachment, and it's gotten kills from 50 to 100 yards away. I'm like, did I really just do that? I'm like, that's a little bit OP. As far as anything else goes, Sledgehammer just needs to slow down the pace of this game just a little bit. Because this is World War II, and you know, we're finishing matches. The pace of finishing them is fine. No real worries about that. There's also a lag after the game ends, to where you can't back out and find a new lobby. But I'm pretty sure they'll fix that too. That's probably an easy fix. But it just depends really. A 5 to 10 second lag after a match ends. Also, I've noticed that every time I play this game, and every time they show the the winner's circle, my PS4, I guess it's my processors or my fans, I don't know what it is, but they sound like they sound like a daggone jet trying to take off. But then again, it could just be the console. I don't really know. If anybody knows why that is, or if it does it to them, please tell me. I don't expect this video to reach a lot of people, but hopefully you guys can kind of help me out. I think there's one more gameplay after this. Yeah, I beasted in this gameplay. I don't go ham in all of them, but I guess we'll get to the good parts, the good reviews about this game before the video ends. And then the other two videos I'll upload, you won't hear my voice, and you'll just hear the gameplay itself. So there should be one more. Yep, Point Du Hoc. I did get some. Like I said, I got all 3 maps in, mostly TDM. I got one domination gameplay, and I'll get war later down the road. The reason why I didn't get war, me and my best friend played a match, but our teammates were absolute garbage and we just got wrecked. But anyway, on to the good perks about this game. The score streaks, I feel, are going to be good because I've used the glide bomb, which is like the Predator missile from past Call of Duties. It's good. Like I said, need some work on the artillery, the time it is to call it in, place it, and all that stuff, because it's kind of a fast-paced game. I got to use the fighter pilot, which you'll see that in probably the next 2 videos, I think. Not in this one. The guns, as far as SMGs go, the PPSH, as you can see, it kills. It is a beast. The WWII, or WWII, however you pronounce it, 38 SMG, which was what they added in the last day of the beta and increased the level cap. That thing needs to be nerfed. That thing kills within 3 or 4 bullets. It's unreal how good it is. It's kind of unfair how good it is. Then again, I don't say that anybody is better than me or I am better than them at this game. I just play it to play it and have fun. And I had a ball this week. Alright, welcome back to that. Sorry about that. I forgot it's only up to 15 minutes of recording time. I'm going to try and get a capture card eventually, but this has been Black Ops 3's beta was good, but I loved this beta, and we get it again, so it's great. Anyway, back to my topic. The Type 100 is also good. All three of those SMGs, really, they wrecked. Like, they wrecked people. Oh, and the grease gun, too. One thing I did notice with the grease gun, it needs a buff with... If you put a reflex sight on it, it is weak. Which is supposed to make it more accurate, but it didn't do that. So that's something that needs to be buffed. The ARs in the infantry division. The M1 Garand Rex, the STG, as you've seen in the last gameplay, it was awesome. The M1941, that's also a good gun. All the guns were good in my opinion. I got to use the shotguns with the incendiary rounds, the LMGs, the Commonwealth Sniper, all the SMGs, all the ARs. Like I said, pistols need to be buffed, but that's no big deal. The bayonet charge is cool on the ARs. The being able to attach and take off a suppressor on the SMGs is also a good thing. If you want to go stealth, or if you just want to go loud and hot, which is pretty freaking cool. I'm trying to think what else. The gameplay flows really well, but like I said, it could be toned down some as far as the pace goes. Let's see. I didn't really organize this well, so I'm just trying to think of things off the top of my head. The recon. Yes, the recon streak, Scorestreak. Come on, man. Why are we trying to copy Black Ops 3? The UAV in Black Ops 3 was 500 points, which is 5 kills in TDM. It didn't take long for that thing to get taken out in Black Ops 3 at all, so UAV was worthless to run. That needs to be lowered. Make it like Black Ops 2. Lower it to 300 or 350. You know, like 500 is a little much for a recon slash UAV. That's a little bit too much. I'm trying to think. Other than that, the other score streaks were pretty good. The ones that I used, got my hands on. The matchmaking was good. There's been a couple instances where I've had garbage for teammates, but that's, you know, that happens, which is understandable. And I'm trying not to nag about this game. I'm bragging on it hardcore because, y'all, I loved Call of Duty Black Ops 1 because that was my first. I'm going to go ahead and call it. That was my love because I went 15th Prestige on a separate account and then went 10th on this one right here, Kenneth 1435, back when it came out. And like I said, I've not been this excited for a Call of Duty since Black Ops 1. And y'all can probably relate, you know, with MW2, COD 4, you know, and all those others. But I think Call of Duty is back. Back and better than ever. But that about wraps it up for the pros and cons of World War II beta. Like I said, check out the next couple of videos because I'm going to have more gameplay up. And thank you guys so much for watching and listening to my rants. And I will catch you in the next video. Peace.